Thanks a lot, Joe. Well, runners are going to take to the downtown streets on January the 13th for the ServisFirst Bank Mobile Marathon. If you want to take part, there are a number of options with a full marathon, a half marathon, a 5-person relay, and runs for the kids. We're happy to have Marty O'Malley here. He's the director of, in the pronunciation, this is
L'Arche
Mobile. Of L'Arche Mobile. It's good to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me. For
people who are unfamiliar with L'Arche Mobile, tell us about it.
Yeah, so we're an organization where people with and without intellectual disabilities share life together. We've been in Mobile for about 45 years, and we're part of an international federation. There's 145 communities like ours in 45 countries.
Wow.
So there's 17 in the United States, and once we make a commitment to individuals with intellectual disabilities, they can stay with us for life. So one man, his name's Willie, he's been with us for 44 years, and interesting enough, over the last 15 or 18 years since we've had the marathon, he's been the official starter. So he's at the starting line with his blank gun, not the live one, and he sets the racers off.
That's one, and so you really are watching over these people almost from birth to death.
Yeah, so individuals come with us that's over 18, and like Willie, when he came, he was in his early 20s. So for Willie, he was very independent initially, but as he progressed in age, he started to develop some issues medically, and then last year had a massive stroke, which we felt he was going to pass away, but Willie's made a remarkable recovery, and we're hoping he'll be at the start line this year to fire the gun.
And proceeds from this marathon go to benefit L'Arche.
That's correct. So not only do we coordinate it, but we also benefit from it. And it's really important for us financially to raise some money that we need in order to operate.
And tell us about this marathon, because anyone who may not be in the best of shape may have a tough time getting through this thing. Tell us about this marathon.
So this is the 18th year, and it's a full certified course. It's 26.2 miles. So if you want to do that and you haven't been training, let's work on it for next year. We also
a nice way of putting it.
We also have a 13.1 marathon, which is also a certified course, and that's flat. But again, if you haven't trained, we can work on that for next year. We have a 5-person relay where each person walks or runs 5 miles, and then we have a 1.2 mile run or walk.
I could probably do that one.
Well, you're always welcome to come out, and so we also do a kids marathon in conjunction with Port City Pacers. So what we do is we encourage kids to walk, run during the fall, and then the day of the race, if they do the 1.2, then we treat them like they did a full marathon.
Oh, that's wonderful. And this full marathon, the one you mentioned that was the 26.2, there are hills, and it is not, like you said, it's not all flat if you're doing the 26.2.
So when people talk about how flat Mobile is, once they do our full marathon, then they start realizing out west it's not so flat. So we have, starting around Spring Hill College on Dolphin Street, it starts to have an incline, and then some people call it Heartbreak Hill, Cardiac Hill, is on Museum Drive, and that's like a 200-foot incline in less than a quarter mile. So, and that's at mile 18 for our race. So fortunately it's by the fire department, so there's paramedics there just in case, but we've never had an issue.
Well, that's good. For people who are not familiar with how hilly the Mobile area is, just think back to the ice storm. That's when you remember how hilly things are when you're trying to gain traction and you're going up a hill and all of a sudden your tires start slipping. You realize quickly that not all of Mobile was flat during that. But this thing is going to be coming up very soon, January the 13th. It's on a Sunday. And you got a full or half marathon, you got a 5-person relay, kids marathon, and the 1.2 mile fun run. To register, and that's the right address, right, Marty? mobilemarathon.org.
That's correct. They can go there and they can get all the links that they need.
Do you know what the cost is?
It varies, and I'd hate to say it. It's all on the site, and we're always encouraging people. If they're not able to participate, we only need 800 volunteers. So if someone wants to participate on that level, they can contact us through the website.
That's wonderful. And we're going to link that website to ours, fox10tv.com, under the Studio 10 tab. Marty, good to see you.
Thank you for having us, and if not this year, we'll see you next year.
Next year, I'm going to give it my best, I promise. Just got to get a little in shape first. We're going to head back in the kitchen next on this National Spaghetti Day. Brian from Carrabba's.